here, first time on this island. Heard a lot about about the place, and you guys are known for your music, the music here. And you see why? Because now we're a part of it. The Jazz Festival, very, very popular here. And for how many years, I don't know. Everyone talks about it. So, far away. Ask what you want, Willa Mae.
All right. I'm Dr. Kathleen Walls from Dr. Walls and Friends, based out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania,
Okay.
with the Sisters in Harmony Network. And first of all, I just have to smile because you used to be on my wall when I was growing up. Yes, I had a very big crush on you. So now see.
Give me this time.
Okay. And he's tripping for me too.
Did you mean all those things you said to me in those letters you used to
I
write?
sure did. I did. Yes.
All right.
So my question to you is, I had a conversation with some musicians the other day, and we were talking about how music used to be that the whole family could listen to the songs, and that many times you would have, everybody in the household would have the album.
Yeah.
So my brothers, my parents, everybody had it. But now music has changed. And sometimes I don't know if I would use the word music to describe what we are listening to. And I just want to know, what are your thoughts about really transitioning music back to how it was, where everybody could listen to the music and receive the messages that you were delivering at the time?
I'm not sure it's going to go back there again. I think it's going to be something that the families have to just select the music that they want in their household. I can remember when my kids were small, of course they're all grown now, but there was certain music they couldn't play in the car. That was just the rule of the house, because they loved to slap their little CDs into the car when they went away to school and listen to them. But the ruling was there were no four-letter words could be in the lyrics, and no demeaning to women, nothing demeaning to women, which was seemed to be the rave during that time. The names that they would call them on the tapes and all that, call women. And so that was a no-no in our household. It still persists today. It's the same type of lyrics, same type for some reason the kids think that that's great. I don't know how they got there, because they all have mothers and sisters, and I guess they don't care about them either, because those names, when you say them, they also mean your mother and your sister, because they're using toward all women.
That's right.
Not just the girl that he's after. So I've been quite amazed that radio has allowed that to happen. But money rules, and since kids will buy it, the radio stations will play it, and as long as that's going to happen, the record companies are going to make it. So that's why I say I'm not sure that we'll ever get to that point where you're going to have Temptations and the Four Tops, and everybody's walking through the house singing the songs, and grandmother's singing them. Those were great times.
Yes.
And now it's not the same. So like I said, I think we're just going to have to be selective as a family.
Yes.
The format, there are so many.
I mean, shift the mics.
Shift the mics?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
How about he leaned over?
There are so many different formats of music and radio stations to match. You have back when I was coming up, you had basically one station, no more than two. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and you heard of you heard the Jackie Wilson and Marvin Gaye, and especially the Temptations and the groups that made it all the way up and through the 70s and the 80s. Well, now there's a whole new generation. Whether I like it, it's never going to go back. It is never ever going to go back, and it's going to get worse because some of the things that I hear today. And I'm a musician, entertainer, and we all are, and we're with it, with whatever come out. Okay, it may not fit our groove, but we're with it. We understand it. But some of the stuff that material that's out there that is allowed to be played on radio. Not only that, television as well. It's like, I'm tired of it.
Yes.
And it's gonna only get worse because, as William said, JD, it's all about the money now. There's no respect, there is no, that's the word, respect. Everyone is copying everyone else, and it gets worse and worse, and the more worse it gets, the more money that they're making. Okay, some of them are clean. You take the Jay-Z and the Britney Spears and the Beyonce's. You know, not all of it is over that trashy, but it's something behind what they're doing as well. Okay.
Yeah, they're pushing it to a limit, you know, just not willing to go.
Hold
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
Shut the cameras down there. Okay.
All right, get in there.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
I know.
Okay, no. But you know, no, totally agree with what my colleagues are saying here, that they're pushing it closer and closer to the edge, and I don't know what's going to happen if there ever comes a point where they push it over the edge, and then the public have to make a stand and say, this is, you know, let's get our core values back and start seeing what this is doing to this whole generation of younger kids, which they're priming to be a whole different kind of adult for the future, because I mean, the world is in such a state right now with what's going on, and we're just poisoning. This is just our opinion. This doesn't necessarily mean it's right, but the Commodores, we just feel that we're just ruining a future generations of kids with these lyrics and in these songs, and how we're portraying, as Wax said, mothers and daughters. It just seems to have lost that sense of core values, and it all begins, you know, whatever happens to the world, it starts at home. If you're going to change anything out there, you've got to get it right in here. And until we realize that and start nurturing our kids and instilling some serious core values in them, this thing is just going to get bigger and bigger, and as Clyde said, worse and worse. The little bit that we can do with our music is we're not ones to jump on a bandwagon and follow a trend at all. You know, we create our music as we've done as the Commodores in years past, and we're true to that, and we're not going to change. We're going to update and do certain things to keep in touch with the times, but we're not going to change our core values in here as far as making music that people will enjoy and that will last a long time, because we're still out here touring some 30 plus years later off of songs that the group recorded, you know, back in the 70s, and those songs have stood the test of time, and I don't think, quite honestly, that you're going to hear many of this rap music, and I'm not just I'm putting it under that umbrella, but I'm not saying all rap music is distasteful, but you're not going to be listening to that, or those groups are not going to be out there performing that 30 years from now. Hopefully we'll have gone somewhere else.
They look pretty silly. He's 60 years old.
60 years old, yeah. We have one of these, Nicki Minaj, when she's 70, talking about, my name is Victoria, with no secrets.
And nobody will know that secret. Yeah, right. Nobody will know that secret now.
Right. So you understand the point we're trying to make, right?
Oh, God.
Well, with all of that in mind, all of what you just said there, any plans on recording some new material that would kind of take us back to what we knew, but with a new sound?
Yeah, from your lips to God's ear, right? You know, we actually have been in the studio a couple of times to do the album, and one time we went in with the producer that did a lot of our other albums, James Carmichael. We got up to about 4 or 5 songs, and he got seriously ill. And so we thought we would be able to come back, but he stayed ill for almost a year, literally in and out of the hospital. And so by the time we got to the end of that year, that music, the sound of that music was now dated. And so therefore, you know, those songs could not be released. So we thought about, okay, well, we'll just go back and take the songs and update them. But to be honest, you know, you kind of lose the spirit because now the songs were so, you know what I mean? There were songs you create. See, the thing about writers is whatever we did last, that's the best. It's not true, but you know, because a great song is a great song no matter where it's written. At any time, you can do things to update. Like you can make any song sound country, western, or rock, or whatever, you know, basically, it's just in the arrangement in itself. But you kind of lose interest in songs that you wrote 2 years ago or 3 years ago, especially when you've already written other stuff that you think, oh man, this is the bomb. And again, you know, that's not true either, but the bottom line is that you just don't have that energy to put back into those songs generally that you had when you first started out. Everybody was, you know, up front running with the songs and enthusiastic about it. So, and then we tried it again with the same guy, the same producer, and he got sick again.
You know,
So,
the truth, you know, what he's saying is, it's all true. That's the first truth. And that is, you get older, and what I like and love to do yesterday, I'm still doing it, I still like it, I have a love, a passion for it. But the making of a new song, we go in and it doesn't matter whether the song is great or not great, or you can have another brick house, or you can have another night shift, and you can record it.